Okay, I've got to save arrows for the most part. Did I literally just shoot my own brother in the leg? Yes, I did. Very good. Newson, why would you... I'm blaming him even though it's my fault. I know. Okay, so this guy might actually prove to be somewhat problematic. He has a number of high-tier units, but most of his units are not that good. Hello and welcome back to our ranged-only challenge in Bannerlord. We're going to be attacking a couple of looters right here because I do have one more party after this one to complete the task that I have, and I would also like to try out my new bow in a somewhat safe environment. Now, what has been happening? Okay. Not too much. We're still at war against the Southern Empire. I've been doing a bunch of tasks. I've been trying to recruit more and more units, and I've come to the realization that, in my opinion, basically the only way that we can really progress into becoming one of those really strong vassals that we all know and love is by just taking as many units as we can get and then leveling them up into basically whatever we can lay our hands on, and then using those to propel ourselves into ranged superiority. And that is exactly what we're going to do. So what does that mean? Well, that basically means I'm going to use basically any unit that I can get, and I will focus on gaining ranged, and any additional units that I happen to get, that is who I'll put in the garrison. So obviously if I can maintain control over my wonderful town, then I'll be able to put any extra cavalry or any extra infantry or anything like that. Once I have used them for leveling up a sufficient ranged force, then that is basically how things are going to go. At least I think that that seems like a good plan to me. And generally, it's just going to result in a much faster progression for the entire series as a whole. Because as it is right now, it is a little bit difficult to get things moving, especially when I just get, like, I don't know, 30 Master Archers, and then all of a sudden they are all wiped out in one large battle. And we don't want that, you know? We don't want that. We want them to maintain their level superiority as much as we possibly can, basically. Anyway, yeah, the latest version of Bannerlord. Okay, so there's a really interesting thing going on with it, and someone let me know about this, because obviously sometimes I miss the patch notes, or someone has already looked at them and they tell me, and I'm very grateful for that, so thank you. But otherwise, what happens is that the developers have changed the Aserai. I don't know whether they're watching this series. They probably aren't, let's face it. They probably don't watch this at all. But if they are, then that's absolutely fantastic, because what they've done is they've changed the Aserai skirmisher unit into a light archer. Isn't that amazing? I feel like it's like a twist of fate or something like that. But yeah, that is really cool. And that basically means that when I update to the next version, that's the thing, I'm not entirely sure whether I can actually make that happen, because units are a little bit tricky to deal with, because I know this from experience with a variety of mods in the past. Whenever I have downloaded a mod that adds some kind of additional unit, a unique unit. More specifically, I'm talking about the Bannerlord mod from a while ago, and I'm also talking about the Ronin mod. These mods don't allow you to uninstall them without having to start a new game, because obviously they have a unit, and if you uninstall them, then the game is just going to be like, what's happening? I don't have the files to be able to, actually populate the world with these units with the appropriate stats and so on. So it just doesn't work. There's an incompatibility there. So that's the reason why I'm not entirely sure if that's going to happen with this version as well, because a lot of vassals have skirmishers in their armies, and I don't know whether they're going to be converted, quote unquote, into the new version of the unit. So that is a bit of a problem. And so what I'm hoping that I'll be able to do is, once the game has updated once again to another version number, I'll be able to upgrade through the beta menu on Steam, and then I'll be able to have a pretty decent shot at having some light archers and stuff like that, because at the moment it is the live branch, and I much prefer using the beta drop-down menu to select the version that I want to play, because then it makes sure that nothing happens and nothing changes in between episodes, because if it does just immediately change, boom, then something is going wrong. I might have some issues with that. Anyway, increases your damage against mounts with bows by 30%. That could be really, really useful. Also, you can hold your aim 50% longer without losing accuracy, and +1 loyalty per day for governed settlement. Personally, I prefer the loyalty, so I'm going to be taking that. Now that I have found out, thanks to those of you in the comments, that the governor attributes and traits that you gain from the various skills actually does affect your main character without it having to be assigned to a particular town. Now that I found that out, it's really, really good. It's really, really good. So we're just going to level up our steward skill a little bit more right there. And we now, probably endurance, because we want to level up our riding skill as much as we possibly can. Let's go in here, because I don't know whether you noticed, but in that previous looter fight that I had, I was able to generate a huge amount of experience. And I very much appreciate that. So otherwise, apart from that, I'm just going to tell my infantry to charge in, because I believe that most of my infantry are indeed recruits, and it would be a good idea to throw them into the fire, so to speak, to try and get them some much needed experience. Okay, come on now. Let's look at the riding skill. Like, it doesn't even matter who I hit as long as I hit someone, you know what I mean? Oh. Please, Barney, please. Don't die against looters, sir. Please do not die against looters. I would be forever grateful if you would be a little bit careful. As you could see there, I literally ran into someone with a pitchfork, and that fellow used my own speed against me, and that was the main reason why it dealt so much damage. But that is definitely something to be very, very careful of in the future, because that can kill almost instantaneously in the worst possible situations. So that's definitely something to look out for. But there you go. That's a victory for us. I'm just going to shoot a couple more of these guys, because as you can see, the riding skill is pretty good. If I can actually get a headshot from here, that would be fantastic. Oh, look at that. 4,000 experience. What? That is insanity right there. Can I maybe get... Yeah, look at that. Another 3,000. This is a really, really easy way of just power leveling your riding skill, and indeed your bow skill as well, man. I'm getting 450 bows every single time I get a kill here, so that's really nice. Unfortunately, I am missing a whole bunch, so that's kind of bad. But my accuracy is not the best. I mean, I think I need to get to about 200 bows or something like that. Oh, phew. I thought I was entering the Twilight Zone or something like that with that red barrier right there. I thought to myself, I'm dead. Ah, no, I'm actually alive, so it's fine. But still. Yeah, but there you go. Okay, so that's indeed the end of that, which is absolutely fine. But now what we're going to do is we're going to try and hunt down a couple of vassals. Now, bear in mind that I do still have a very significant portion of my army consisting of recruits, and that's it's not really good, you know? That's not really good. So I was actually hoping that I'd be able to make my way down to Askar and maybe buy some additional horses, because I have a huge amount of, well, money at the moment, and it would probably make sense for me to try and get some more horses to move us around just that little bit quicker on the world map. And you can see here that we currently have 0.56 speed from footmen on horses, which is really bad. That's really, really bad. So I'm hopeful that maybe we'll be able to do something a little bit about that. And yeah, just basically staying around our town as well is also quite important. So let me actually just take a look here. Steward skill has leveled up, and let's have a look at this. Tier 4 plus troops gain +4 daily experience, and all troops gain +2 daily experience. Okay. I'm going to be taking Drill Sergeant, because I want every single one of my recruits, my low tier recruits, to gain massive amounts of experience as fast as they possibly can get it. Escort Merchant Caravan. Okay, we might be doing the escort mission after this, but what I actually want to do is I would like to wait and see what happens here, because I don't know whether you noticed, but a large contingent of Azerai vassals was defeated very, very recently. And I'm not entirely sure if the perpetrator of that, you know, defeat on the enemy side is going to be turning up here, because it's more than likely that they probably will. My garrison is pretty awful as it is. Oh, no, there we go. I think Tarek's army is doing a fantastic job, actually. Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job, as you can see. He's actually won that fight right there. So let's just escort this merchant caravan right now. And how many days is it going to take? 5? I mean, 5 settlements they need to... Oh, wow, this is... Well, this is interesting. I'm a little bit worried about this. Okay, well, thankfully we do have the alt-click, the sort of command, so that we are just going to follow the caravan wherever it may go. And maybe, as a result of them being a little bit slower than us, we might be able to chase off any bandits that want to even fight. Ah, no, there we go. They actually just went straight in. All right. Raiders it is. Let's do this. Okay, so hopefully they're not going to have a huge amount of lances or anything like that. If they have a huge amount of lances, then we're definitely going to sustain multiple casualties. But I am just hopeful that maybe I'll be able to get a couple of kills in the meantime. And I can basically just fire off random shots here at this point, because I have so many arrows, it basically makes no difference whatsoever in such a short duration encounter that, you know, I'm always going to have arrows no matter what, basically. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Yeah. It's like, yes, aim for a little bit longer. Oh, you're going to miss that? Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, they do have lances of some kind, or they have pole arms or something. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? That was really, really easy. Okay, so unfortunately, these guys are not worth that much, unfortunately, to my experience gain. I mean, yeah, in bow skill, maybe so, but I think it's probably a little bit more trouble than it's worth at the moment, so I'm just going to move on. The prisoners are definitely worth it, though, so if we do come across a, you know, someone needs manual laborers or something like that, then it's definitely going to make a huge difference to our coin purse. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Okay, so now this is absolutely fantastic. I really, really love how they have changed. I think they changed this, actually, because I seem to remember that the initial perk of scouting was, I think, 2% movement speed increase, and during the day it was 1% on the day traveler perk. So it's really, really nice. I'm going to be taking 5% movement speed bonus during nighttime, and 30% increased sight range during nighttime is just insane. I mean, I personally don't know why you would take the other one. This one is just so, so good. It just completely counters most of the deficit that you're going to get by it being nighttime, or at least that is what I am hoping for. Let's actually take a look at that when it goes to night and see... wait a minute. Oh, I'm about to lose sight of the... Why am I... Did you see that right now? Why was I paused there? Why was my character not following? Did it go to Akalat? Oh my... Are you serious? The camera was following the caravan, okay? So the camera was following the caravan, and I thought to myself, okay, that must be where I am as well, right? No. You have to re-engage your follow command to the caravan. That's actually kind of strange, because when you're following a vassal and they go into a town or something, it automatically then allows you to follow them after that, which is a bit strange. But okay, anyway, Turiodos is actually here. Let's just take a quick look at his army capacity, or should we say composition, because I think I might actually be able to fight him. Maybe if he loses a couple more units, I might be able to give him a run for his money, which would be pretty fantastic. Okay, let's go in. Let's go in right now. Let's try and save Karinia Castle. Look at that, 136. He has 137, 138. Oh, 140. Okay, so now this is problematic. Okay, so this might be bad. This might be bad, but I really want to get into doing vassal battles, and I suppose the only way that I can really do that is just by jumping in and seeing what happens. Wait a minute. This is that. Oh no. This is that same map that we completely failed on before, where I had to run away and then pay them like 6,000 to be able to escape. So I'm hopeful that that will not be the case this time again. Oh dear. Okay. I don't know why I always get this map. It's like a big stamp on my forehead says, please give me the massacre map. Very much appreciate that. Yeah, I'm unable to hit that guy for some reason. Okay, let's get my archers over here. Oh, my cavalry. I really don't have a huge amount of high tier troops, so basically it is all down to how good the enemies are. Oh, nice headshot! Wow. Okay, now that was pretty good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Not bad. Okay, we got some more cavalry coming in there. Okay, I'm gonna try and get my archers and my infantry to come over here. Okay, I've got to save arrows for the most part. Did I literally just shoot my own brother in the leg? Yes, I did. Very good. Newson, why would you... I'm blaming him even though it's my fault. I know. I know. Okay, well, let's just see if I can maybe do some damage from here then. Nice. Well, we have a lot of recruits, and that means that I'm not entirely sure whether it's going to be a good idea for me to actually charge across the bridge. Because if I charge across the bridge, it's going to result in many, many casualties. Most of my people do not have shields, so obviously that's going to make a pretty big difference. Do you think I can maybe hit someone that doesn't have a shield up? I mean, really? Yeah, I guess what I'm going to have to do is go around to the side and then maybe try and shoot them from there. Who's actually shooting me? There are some archers behind us. You see that? Come over here, cavalry. Quickly, 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 quickly. Okay, come on now. We're gonna have to deal with these guys. Okay, charge them in. Go, go, go. There we are. Yes. Take that, you sneaky so-and-sos. That is not a good idea. Okay, so far so good. We have 5 cavalry attempting to do something here. Oh, that was a lovely, lovely headshot right there. Okay, maybe we can get some more. Oh, that was a nice one too. Alright, kind of happy that I was able to kill one of the enemy vassals. That means that their morale has taken a significant blow. However, they still have a number of units. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult for me to actually kill the remaining units because generally they're both, well, pretty much all focusing me now, so that's a bit of a problem. Let me see. Do I have any additional cavalry? I don't think I do. I have some archers over there that are obviously attempting to try and defeat the enemy as much as possible. Ah, they're now actually heading in. Alright, so I'm going to tell my people to charge in here. Okay, my guys are absolutely murdering them. Yes, absolutely. Look at that. Oh, now that's really good. You know, the reason why we were able to do this is because the enemy was attempting to be sneaky. They were attempting to get around the side. They're attempting to be just generally underhanded. Although, if you think about it, their strategy was actually quite good, and being able to get around the side is exactly what I was attempting to do with my own, with my own character here. So I was trying to do that, and they beat me to it. They basically beat me to it. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Okay, so let's see if I can maybe finish off the rest of these guys. Nice. Whew, okay, that was actually a little bit tense right there. I was actually very, very worried for a second because I thought to myself, okay, wait a minute. If I die here against this contingent of, what, 25 archers or something, we were going to have problems. So I had to bring my cavalry over as fast as possible. But there you go. We actually did sustain 41 casualties, but I personally don't think that that's too bad. 41 total, by the way. That means, shared between me and Newson's party. I feel like that was pretty well done. All right. So now it is all about taking them prisoner or not taking them prisoner. I think we're probably going to take them prisoner for the moment because this is yeah. All of the others were taken prisoner by the other guy. So that's actually perfectly fine. Okay, so there we are. That is pretty good, I gotta say. That actually worked out really, really nicely. And Tarek might actually be going for a siege. Okay, so one thing. If the developers are actually indeed watching my series, which is, again, highly unlikely, but if they are, please add the ability for players to be able to interact with two hostile parties at once and be able to choose the side that they want to fight on, because they did this I believe Prophecy of Pendor had this ability as well, where you could have two hostile parties and then you could choose to join either side, and I would love to be able to do that. So for example, instead of not getting involved, we would have the ability to either side on the side of the looters or side on the side of the Southern Empire mercenary unit right here, which would be really, really nice. So please add that if you're, if you're watching, but whatever. Okay, so let's see if we can maybe do something about this one. Hello there. Okay, 104. We're not recovered from the previous fight, so this might actually result in some problematic situations to occur, but hopefully it won't. Hopefully it won't. We'll be okay. Anyway, let's see what I can do. All right, so we have 121 infantry. Oh, it's a village. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to charge. We're gonna have to charge straight up. Just go super, super aggressive here. Generally, I have always found that charging super aggressively in the villages and various other stages like that has always proven to be the best in terms of offering the most positive results. So we'll see if that actually holds true here as well. Okay, where are the enemies? There they are. Bear in mind that this is part of the Wolf clan, I believe, so this guy is not going to have too many high-tier units, which is primarily the reason why I really wanted to attack him, and hopefully we'll be able to show him exactly what for. Hello there. There we go. Nice headshots. Yeah, we're not getting too much in the way of experience at the moment because I'm not really that far away from the enemy. And I'm not riding particularly fast at the moment either, because again, it's a village. I mean, how am I supposed to ride fast in a village, right? And there it is. Not too bad. We lost 34 units, but here's the thing. If I just mass recruit a huge amount of, well, recruits and then just level them up as fast as I possibly can, then what's going to eventually happen is I will end up with a very, very strong... Oh, he died! Look at that! But yeah, I'll end up with a really, really strong army. And that is going to result in just a much faster progression overall. and instead of me just picking and choosing, you know, what kinds of units I'm going to use and so on. And I know, you want to see ranged-only armies. Okay, I completely understand that, but it's very, very difficult to do that if you don't have the numbers, so to speak. If you have the numbers, then that's obviously going to make a big difference. Okay, so this guy might actually prove to be somewhat problematic. He has a number of high-tier units, but most of his units are not that good. So I think we should be okay here. Let me actually just take a quick look. Okay, I have leveled up my riding skill. You cause 20% more battle morale penalty with melee kills. No. With range kills. Yes. Wow. These are new skills, I believe, so this is pretty cool. Annoying buzz is what we're going to go for. Rather amusing. Okay, and then we're going to be going for some more steward skill, I think, because steward skill generally tends to make everything much easier for us in terms of recruitment and troop wages, and I was actually hoping that we might be able to get some more... what is it? What am I looking for here? More trainer skill, basically. So, like... more experience per day. What about leadership skill? What does that do? Town loyalty. Ooh, town loyalty. Yes, give me more town loyalty. Thank you. Yes, I would like that. Okay, so let's see what we can do against this guy. He might be maybe a little bit too powerful for me right here, but we'll see what happens. I do have many more archers now, and we still have 79 infantry, which is actually really quite good. Anyway, let's make our forces go into a wonderful shield wall. I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make my way forward and try to eliminate the enemy's commander. If I can try to assassinate the commander, then they're going to take a massive morale hit, and that is exactly what you want in these kinds of situations. So let's see if I can maybe do that. I'm gonna have to be extremely careful here as well, because bear in mind that most of these units are probably going to be pretty good at using range. Are they? Yeah, they have a couple of high-tier horse archers. My accuracy, really. Okay, so yeah, it seems like the cavalry is now seeking refuge behind all of their recruits. Sounds like a plan. Is this the guy? I actually have no clue. No, it's not. That's an Azurai veteran caravan guard. Nice hit. Can I get another one? Yes. I killed a looter. Oh, well. Never mind. That's not too big a deal, I suppose. Okay, can we kill this guy, please? Can we kill this Azurai caravan guard? He's just randomly running around in between our lines and really not seeing huge amounts of, well, any kind of resistance. So that's not particularly good. Is that the... Wait a minute. Is that the enemy commander right there? He's just standing there. That must be the commander. Yep. There we go. Took him down. Alright, that indeed was the commander. No, 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 no. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay, I'm going to tell my infantry to charge in right here. And we're going to probably tell our archers to charge in as well so that they can get into effective range. This is going to be very, very painful. Okay, I might die. I might die here. I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, I think I might have to retreat, actually. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to have to retreat. Yep. Okay. I'm grizzled from that. Oh, okay, apparently we cannot get away because we don't have enough men. Right, okay, that is indeed a, well, that is indeed a defeat, I suppose you could say. So we're just going to have to go through with it, and indeed that is it. Yeah, that guy just had too much for us, unfortunately. Newson has been taken prisoner. He did escape, though, thankfully. Okay, so he's actually escaped. That's pretty good. And there we go. They've actually let me go after that. Okay, so they have a huge amount of prisoners as well. This guy has massive amounts of prisoners. Oh well, never mind. That's generally the risk that you tend to take. And I personally feel like we actually did a pretty good job of fighting there. But yeah, apparently eliminating the commander was not enough. And just generally, he had much better units than I did. And now this is what's going to happen. This is also something that, in my opinion, is extremely frustrating about being defeated in Bannerlord. You're always going to get these kinds of situations where you're going to be attacked by random units. And yeah, sure, okay, you can prevent this very easily by not getting defeated. Yeah, okay, of course. But it's like saying, you know, you didn't, you know, you could have avoided that car accident by not being in a car. And yeah, of course, yeah, sure, but you got to drive places, right? Sometimes, you know. I mean, that's how it goes. Anyway, unfortunately, I still can't. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna have some issues getting back to friendly territory by the looks of things because I apparently cannot recruit any volunteers. Oh well, never mind. That will be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.